Hey everybody, it's Briggsley here again with another World of Tanks video. Now, I'm using the Tiger II. It is obviously the Tier 8 Tiger II. It's a heavy tank. It's a bit slow for a heavy tank, and its armor's not as heavy as a lot of the heavy tanks around it are in terms of it in the tier. But if you use this tank correctly, you can be really good. Like in this video that I'm going to show you. Up until now, every performance that I've done in this tank has been leading up to this point, this purpose of this tank. This is no doubt, absolutely no doubt, the best ever performance I've done in this tank, and it's up there with the best performances I've ever done in any tank on this game. Now, the first thing is I get quite lucky here. I mean, I've got the Sixth Sense perk, the skill, that allows me to say, you've been spotted. It's a massive, massive plus for any tank who wants to remain as hidden as possible, as undetected as possible, like me. Now, the AMX, I believe, comes right through here. Right down here. And luckily I'm in a position here where I can move out and not get hit, because there is a horrible choke point, these two positions here, that really fuck you up if you are not good enough. I have enough time here in the beginning of this round to actually talk to people, chat and stuff, so it's quite interesting. So to begin with, it's not exactly the most entertaining of battle. I mean, I get a penetrative hit there, it's pretty decent. I get a shot off at the AMX that I don't think I connect with. I get spotted here by something, I have no idea what it is, but I get spotted. The AMX is then destroyed, thank you very much. I take out 268 damage on that. The WZ-131 is trying to do some scouting work over there. I think I eventually take that tank out, but for now I am working on the thought that I'm going to try and snipe some tanks off. So I take a hit there. I don't know where that come from. I think it came from the Indian Panzer, which is quite a nice tank. I've not played it, but I've been killed by it a few times, which is a sign that it's pretty good, especially for a medium. Supposedly the best tier 8 medium that you can actually get. I've got to be lucky here. I've got to be good here by avoiding the arty, because the Hummel is kind of trying to hit me basically. I get a very nice shot there against the T-34, the back of the turret. And my job really here is to try and snipe the best that I can, avoid taking damage as much as possible. Apologies for that. I'm going to get this WZ-131 here. It's mine. And I get it. Now let's just pause for a second here. Let's go into overview mode. Now the back end here, these tanks here, we're winning. The greens are definitely winning. There's only two tanks left. You got the Super Pershing and the Tiger II. You've also got this VK3001 here that's pretty much no match for me. Its cannon probably, unless he's got gold rounds, can't really hit me. Over in this corner here, we have another set of tanks. We've got the T-34 that I've already hit once. I've got a decent hit on the T-34, took 400 damage off it. The IS-3 is trying to engage the T-71. Obviously, if the IS-3 gets any kind of hit on the T-71, it's pretty much dead. The KV-1 here is out of its league, unfortunately, as a Tier 5 heavy tank. That will go down very quickly. And we've got over here is the Indian Panzer and the Low that are somewhere. I think the Indian Panzer is around this position here, and the Low is up in this position over there. Now, my job here is to try and get as many hits on these tanks here, the T-34, the KV-1, the IS-3 and the VK-3001D. That's my job. I want to try and take much pain from them that can give me and give out as much pain as possible. So let's carry on. So I'm going to see what I can do against the IS-3 here. I can get a decent sides hit on it, 374 damage, not bad at all. The damage of this tank isn't as good as some of the other tier 8 tanks, but it's got a really decent penetration on it. It's got, what do we have, 225 penetration. I get a good shot on the Low, which is even more enjoyable, because the Low is basically my it's kind of my half brother, as it were. The IS-3 then gets a rear-ended shot, does less damage than the shot that hit him in the side, which says something. The T-71 that it was engaging the IS-3, or was in the vicinity of the IS-3, has survived and is now moving back. I'm going to push through here now. The Hummel's not going to be doing very much damage against me, and I'm going to see what I can do, taking a different angle towards these other tanks. The T-34 looks like he's moving back. I don't think he wants anything to do with this fight, and I don't blame him. The IS-3 is still up in the hills, as is a Tiger and a Low, and the Indian Panzer, which is now moved off. The Indian Panzer has now moved to a different location. I need to get... The problem is the camera's a bit funky here. Okay, so the Indian Panzer's now moved. We have definitely won this north-eastern route. The Indian Panzer's not going to last very long. This tank here is not going to last very long either. If I then move this way... What is missing over here is we've got the IS-3. It's missing somewhere around here. The Tiger and the Low are also missing in this location here, as is the T-34. So when I try and engage this Indian Panzer over here and the VK-3001, I've got to be careful not taking fire from this direction here and from this direction here, because I don't want to get side strafed. Let's go back to the action. So I'm going to try and hit this Indian Panzer. I missed with my first shot, and it's really quite annoying because that shot would have killed that tank. Luckily for me, my second shot completely misses as well. I don't know how that missed, but it did. My third shot, I don't know if I get to do a third shot. I do get a third shot. Luckily, someone had already taken out most of the damage, so it was a win situation for me by taking that. The Hummel gets a shot off me. He takes 86 damage off me. I lose one of my tracks, or I lose half of my tracks, and my observation device. The T-34 is now going back to cover the position. I'm in a silly position here. Luckily, the VK can't do fucking anything. I get a bit cheeky and take that kill off whoever hit it. Now, I have lost quite a bit of health here. I've got a decent shot off the T-34. He's so preoccupied with the T-71 that's over there that he's not going to pay much attention to me. So I'm going to be able to shoot him. I'm maybe thinking about taking the artillery out, but I know that T-32 and the other two tanks will be able to take the Hummel out eventually. Now over to the right here, the Low and the Tiger have both disappeared again. They are around this position here. The Tiger and the Low will eventually move into this location here and try and engage me in my position there. The IS-3 is now up here, I believe, as far as I can remember. It's travelled all the way around there. So, the Hummel is dead. I decide to take the Hummel out. the best choice I could have made at that point, because I can't get a proper hit on the T-34 until right this second, when unluckily I bounce off him. The T-71 will probably be able to take this tank out, but luckily for me, I take him out. That is number 6. The IS-3 has gone round the back, as you can see on the map. The IS-3 has taken our artillery out, which leaves me with a terrible problem here. We've got the low right in front of me, and the Tiger is on the map is going to be coming in from behind. It's going to move up in this direction here. It's going to come and try and engage me. What I've got to hope now is one of two things. The T-71 needs to come back and help me no matter what. This T-34 needs to come in, at least sit in the cap, or at least sit in the cap and snipe these locations off here. And these two tanks need to do one of two things. They need to either split off and go back to engage the IS-3, or come to the cap and cap. Because this IS-3, he's not going to come back now. He's too late. He's going to go and cap. Or at least he's going to come and try and engage me by taking that route there. So let's carry it on. So I get, for some reason, every single shot that I've hit, almost all the time, has been a penetrating hit. Unfortunately, I am in no position to try and take this tank out unless someone comes in and helps me out. The T-71 and the T-32 are both hitting the low, or engaging the low, taking some of the attention away from me. The low wants my head, and he's not going to get it, because what's going to happen is that I'm going to focus now on the Tiger, because the T-71 has basically killed the low, and I can't take on this Tiger because one shot is going to get me dead. So I'm going to hope that the cap is going to win before the Tiger get a chance to hit me. The IS-3 is never going to get an opportunity to win the game for the Reds. The IS-3 for us managed to take out the Tiger, and we win the round. Now, let me recap on what has just transpired. Obviously, the team over there, the 3 there, have capped. They've taken out the Tiger. They've taken out the low, which has done me a favour, really, because the low would have killed me. And if the Tiger hadn't have got taken out so quickly, he would have also have killed me straight after. That has preserved the fact that I've got Top Gun. Unfortunately as well, though, for the IS-3 on the red side, he has tried to cap and failed. I have got really lucky in this. I've got 14 hits, 3,806 damage. I have got 6 kills, which equals Top Gun. I've taken 6 penetrating hits. I think I only managed to get to 9 hits, so I don't get the steel wall, unfortunately. That is a shame. I really wanted the steel wall as well as the Top Gun, but you can't really be greedy in this game. And all in all, if I just show you my stats, single experience was 2065. Let me just 2065. Can't read it because it's in white, because I'm an idiot. Let's just change it up. 2065 single XP. I have got 1804 in the Tiger 2, and the Cromwell that you saw previously, which I got 4 kills for, has got 1737, which has been seen on my channel before. So that is it for this time. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's been a bit different with the analysis of every couple of minutes, and the actually giving you more information that you probably actually don't really need, but this is how I run with the Tiger tank, the Tiger 2. I go for a position where I can effectively use my front armor and my front turret armor against the enemy, because I've got extremely good accurate weapon. As far as I'm concerned, it's accurate, and it does allow you to bounce a lot of the shots that come in. Anyway, that has been me, Brigzil, giving you Tiger 2 action. I hope you take some tips from this. If you don't take some tips, I hope you were entertained. And if you weren't entertained, then shit. You've wasted 15 minutes of your life.